Kyodo News English World。
皆さんこんにちは。こちらは共同通信英文記者のポッドキャストです。英文記者は国内外で起きている出来事について取材してオリジナルの英文記事を発信したり、日本語のニュースを英語に翻訳したりしています。共同通信の英語の記事をテーマに、いろんな国から集まる仲間たちと英語と日本語を交えていろいろディスカッションしていけたらと思っています。今日は3人の記者でお届けします。今日 MC を務めさせていただきます山田エレサです。地方支局を経た後、今年の春から英文記者をしています。よろしくお願いいたします。
Hi there everyone, my name is Eduardo Martinez and I've been here at Kyodo News for over 3.5 years now. I'm originally from Brisbane, Australia. It's nice to meet you all.
皆さんこんにちは。2009年に共同通信社海外部に入社した堀内純子と申します。2年ほど松江支局で日本語の記者もしていました。よろしくお願いします。
それでは今日の記事です。江戸さん、見出しをお願いします。
はい。Japan unveils bear shooting guidelines for populated areas.
ありがとうございます。市街地に出没したクマに対して銃で殺すことができるガイドラインが発表されたということですね。江戸さん、続きの3パラグラフもお願いします。
はい。The Japanese government has unveiled guidelines on shooting dangerous animals like bears in populated areas before a revised law allowing municipalities to authorize emergency action by hunters comes into force in September.The Environment Ministry will accelerate efforts to promote public awareness of procedures for firearm use by holding information sessions for local governments, emphasizing that ensuring the safety of nearby residents is a top priority. Sightings of bears venturing into towns in search of food have become more frequent recently, driven by reduced human presence in the mountains and the spread of abandoned farmland due to aging and falling populations in rural regions.
ありがとうございます。環境省はクマなどによる人的被害の対策として、自治体判断で市街地での緊急銃猟が可能になることを受け、ガイドラインを公表いたしました。近隣住民の安全確保が大前提とし、自治体向けの説明会などを通じて周知徹底を図る考えだそうです。江戸さん、このニュースどう思われますか？
Yes, I think this is a very interesting result of human populations declining in regional areas, a very real sort of like reclamation by nature of these depopulated areas. But of course, it's a concern for local populations, and it's if Japan's population does continue to decline, then it suggests that they will continue to keep happening, which could result in quite dangerous incidents. So that is a cause for concern as well. So it makes sense to see that the government is taking these actions.
そうですね。クマの被害増えてますもんね。
Yes, yes. Yes, similarly, for example, we know that a bear recently wandered onto the grounds of Yamagata Airport in northeastern Japan, which prompted the closure of the runway and flight cancellations. So this resulted in a pretty big inconvenience for a lot of people. So yes, it is an issue that one has to be conscious of here in Japan.
そうですね。ありがとうございます。堀内さん、このニュースどう思われましたか？
Yeah, so it's quicker and more effective response because they couldn't kill or shoot bears only at times of when there's an immediate danger to humans, right?
Right.
But I think one of the issue is there are only limited number of hunters and the hunters are aging and how to train new hunters is a big challenge.
Which again speaks to the demographic issue here of the population declining. So it's a very cyclical kind of problem.
So the new guideline will enable quicker and more effective response than the current rules.
Yes, that's correct, Horuchi-san. So under the amended law, brown bears, black bears, and wild boars may be shot in emergencies when they enter populated areas. So the difference between this and the the current laws is that generally animals are banned from being shot unless they pose an immediate danger to people. So now it will be a case of not whether or not someone is in immediate danger, but as long as an animal enters the vicinity of where humans live, they are able to be shot. So you worked down in the Kagoshima bureau for a while. Were there any incidences of wild animals approaching populated areas?
そうですね。鹿児島の場合は、本土のと離島でちょっと生態系が違うんですけども、
はい、
本土の方はよくイノシシが市街地に出ていて、
ワイルドボーですね。
はい。結構走るのも速いですし、アグレッシブなので、イノシシが出た時はもうニュースがたくさん出ていました。で、一方で離島の方は気候が暖かいので、ハブ、毒のあるヘビがちょくちょく出ていて、もしハブを見つけたら特殊な取り方があるらしいんですけども、それで捕獲して持っていくといくらお金と引き換えになるということがありました。
Yeah, that reminds me a little bit of Australia because we have a lot of wild animals that sometimes do come into populated areas as well. If you have one comes to your house, like say I had a possum that fell from a tree in my family home, and it was injured. It was still alive, but it was injured. It couldn't really move on its own, so we had to call the local animal welfare organization, and they take care of it. Same with snakes as well. You call a snake handler if you find a snake, especially a poisonous one, to remove it safely. And there was also, for example, I'm from Brisbane, but in the more north of the state, in where I'm from, which is called Queensland, that's where you have a lot of the really famous animals that, the stereotypical animals that Australia is known for, like crocodiles and those kinds of things. So there really is a real risk of coming into contact with them because they are in a lot of the rivers and creeks there. So they have been found in the past in, say, near popular swimming holes. And crocodiles, for example, a few years ago, the Queensland government removed one that was 5 meters long from near a swimming hole. So they do pose a risk.
Well, I read that it's becoming hard to trap the bears in Japan because they're very intelligent or they're really cautious, and that really makes it difficult to catch them.
Yeah, it really... It's a difficult issue to address because we just have to deal with the fact that the wild animals are there. So if in depopulated areas, of course, these animals will return, but also if we construct in their habitat, then they may still be around there as well.
あとは気象が変化する中で取れる作物が取れなくなったり、生態系が変わっていくことで、今までクマたちが山で食べれたものが食べれなくなって、外山に降りてきて作物を食べてしまうみたいな、そういったことも関係していると思います。
All these changes, human-made and otherwise, will definitely lead to more of these incidences happening.
そろそろ終わりの時間が来ました。共同通信ではジャパンワイヤーというサイトで日本や世界で起きた出来事について英語のニュースを発信しています。今回ご紹介した記事も掲載されていますので、ぜひチェックしてみてください。それでは皆さん、
See you next time!